Thank you, Carla. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to City Hall. Can I begin by thanking Carla and everyone else who's given up their time to support EU Londoners today. Whether you're a lawyer offering free legal advice or a volunteer providing community and health services, I can't emphasise enough how grateful we are for you being here today. At a time like this, your kindness and generosity really does shine through. So please, let's show them our appreciation. As we all know, this is a momentous day. For some, it will be a cause for celebration. But for me, and I'm sure for many of you, the overriding emotion will be one of heartbreak. The majority of Londoners, of course, voted to remain. And I'll always be proud that I campaigned passionately alongside so many of you to keep Britain in the European Union. As a European citizen, and as a firm believer in the ideals of the European project, it's my conviction that we stood together on the right side of history. And for that reason, the referendum result will always be incredibly difficult to stomach. But we have an obligation now to look to the future, not the past, to look forwards, not backwards. We owe it to the next generation to go on standing up for our European values of openness, internationalism, and unity in diversity. Because it's these precious things that have underpinned our progress and caused our paths to cross tonight. You may have noticed below your feet is a map of our great city. Some of you might be able to spot Poland Street, Sweden Gate, or Denmark Hill, Prague Place, Petit France, or Portugal Street. Roads that speak to the enormous influence of European citizens on our city and the permanent mark they've left. These streets will continue to be the veins and arteries that feed London's beating heart. A lasting reminder of the benefits of European cooperation, the immense contribution made by EU citizens to London, and our shared history and heritage. Because while we might be leaving the EU, be in no doubt, we're not going to be leaving Europe. Europe will always be a massive part of who we are. It will always be integral to our identity, at the core of our character, and occupy a special place in our hearts. The common outlook and experiences that bind us together will endure, and the emotional, human, and cultural connections forged over many centuries will live on. London will always remain a European city and will forever be indebted to EU citizens who make London a better and brighter place to live. From our food and our fashion to our innovation and our public services, you're pivotal to our city's success. You enrich our city, not just economically, but socially and culturally too. You are our colleagues, our neighbours, our friends, family members and loved ones. And my message to the EU Londoners here and the more than 1 million EU citizens who call our city, their home, is this. You're Londoners. You're valued, respected, loved and adored. You belong here and will always be welcome. Let me end. Let me end by saying this. As Mayor, my promise is that London will remain loyal to you and to our values. We'll continue to be the greatest, most exciting, welcoming, entrepreneurial, innovative and outward-looking city on the earth. We'll continue to be a beacon for progressive ideas, for liberal values, for decency and diversity. And we'll continue to be open to everyone, regardless of the colour of your skin, the colour of your passport, or the colours of your national flag. For centuries, people have sought to put up walls and barriers that divide us from one another. But like it or not, especially in the modern world we inhabit today, ideas, values, and the human spirit will always transcend man-made borders and boundaries. And so, while today is a moment to reflect and to feel regret, let us not forget that tomorrow is a new day and a new opportunity to build a future in the European image. A future defined not by division, but by diversity, fellowship, friendship, and unity. Thank you.